Alright, so scrunchie for the win. I am just pulling back my hair because there's nothing more annoying than trying to do your makeup when your hair is in your eyeballs. So what I'm going to start off with is a little bit of Scotch tape, and I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it on the back of my hand in order to get some of the stickiness off so it's not so harsh on my eye area. And then I'm just going to put that underneath my lower lash line, extending out to where I would want the tail of my eyebrow to end. And I'm going to do that on both sides here, and then we'll be done. And now we're good. So now what I'm going to go in is a little bit of MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And I'm just going to take a brush and kind of like a more dense, fluffy brush to apply this to my eyelid. This is a Sigma brush, and I don't remember what the number is, but even your finger will work just fine. So I'm just going to apply a thin layer of this over my eye. I find that if you apply too much of this, your eyeshadow will crease and it will get messy. So just thinner is better. And now we have the star of the show, the Viseart palette. This is the Neutral Mattes. I did get this during the VIB sale, but as you can see, I love it. So I am just going to take, this is a Smashbox brush. This is the number 10 brush. And I'm going to go in with that color that I just showed you and just apply this messily all over my eyelid. So this is not really necessarily to apply color, it's just to set that paint pot so that I can go in with more eyeshadow here in just a second. So now I'm going in with the MAC 217 brush and this color right here, and I am just focusing this on the outer corner of my eye. As you can see, I am just focusing on the outside. I'm not bringing it too far into the center of my lid. This whole look is really just focused on the outer corners, and it doesn't even matter outside, messy on the outside, because that's the beauty of the Scotch tape. So I'm just focusing this on the outside and blending. And I'm just kind of messily blending again because we're going to go in with darker shades here in a minute, but it's good to kind of start with lighter shades and then build up to avoid skipping, especially with matte eyeshadows, and avoid difficulties blending out. And now I'm going to go in with this color right here, and this is just a Sigma, some sort of Sigma blending brush. I do not know, but it's almost the same exact thing as a MAC 217, just not as good, to be perfectly honest. But I'm going in with this color and then just placing it right over what we just did with that warmer, soft brown-ish color on the outer corners. So it's just going to deepen up the look a little bit. And I'm kind of doing this like flicking motion as well, because I'm placing the color on the outer corners, but then just kind of flicking it inwards so that most of the color is deposited on the outer corners. And now I'm going to go in with this color down on the lower right-hand side with that same Sigma. Oh, no, it is a Sigma brush. It's just a different one. So I'm just going in with that color and, again, just deepening up that outer V. As you can see, we're building up these colors. I'm not going in with the darker color right away because that will just create a hot mess of a look. I am going in with lighter colors and darker colors, then building it up. That's what's going to kind of give you that gradient look so that it doesn't look harsh at all. And then as you can see, same thing, I'm depositing the color on the outer corner and then just kind of flicking it out towards the middle. So that way I'm getting that kind of gradient look that goes from darkest in the outer corner to lightest in the inner corner. And I'm just continuing on with this until I'm satisfied with how dark it is. And finally, I'm going in with this black color. And as you can see, I just took a smidgen of black because black, number one, it can be very hard to blend out if you put in too much. Number two, I don't want it to be super, super dark. So as you can see, I'm using more of a tapered blending brush. And then in a minute, I will go back and blend out with a MAC 217 or something similar. So again, this especially, I'm just keeping it on the outer corners and then just kind of flicking it out towards the middle. And again, that will give you that gradient look. In a minute, I'm also going to go in with more of a lighter color to kind of blend out the harsh edges that this black shadow is giving me. And so here I am just taking a little bit of any sort of warm brown shade and blending that out and flicking it outward, and then going in with the MAC 242 brush and that stark white color and just placing that on the inner corner of my eye and my lid and just blending it in with those darker colors that I used. I'm usually not a huge fan of matte whites, but this one is awesome. It glides onto the skin, it's not chalky, and it doesn't make your skin look nasty and crepey like some of them can. So I am a really, really huge fan of this one. And I'm going to take a little bit of that same white color and just put it in my brow bone. I'll go back and do this later when I fill in my brows, but just to kind of give it that nice lift for now. And now it's time for the tape to come off. I'm trying to do it as gentle as possible, and voila, you have a nice, really sharp angle, like daggers. So I'm done with the eyes for now, but I'm going to go in with this Becca Backlight Priming Filter, whatever it's called, primer. And I'm just going to put this, ooh, I almost dropped something. We're good. And I'm just going to put this on my face as a primer. Lately I've been really liking a radiant primer like this one or the Cover FX one if I'm going to do more of a full coverage foundation. So you'll see in a minute what I'm going to use. But I really like this one. I think it really does give like a nice glow to your skin. All right, now we're done with the eyes for now, and I'm going to move on to my face. Sorry, this is dirty, but this is the newer Marc Jacobs The Shape brush. I've been using it for foundation, and I really like it. So what I did is I actually mixed a little bit of my Estee Lauder Double Wear with my Urban Decay Naked Skin. I mostly did it just for color because my Double Wear is pretty light for me right now, but I do like that the Naked Skin kind of thins out that really creamy consistency of the Double Wear, so it makes it not quite so full coverage, not quite so cakey, if you will. But I'm just going to take this brush and just kind of push it into the skin and buff it out to get rid of some of that redness all over my face. So you just kind of have to be careful, like I just was around the eye area, if you do this, to make sure that you don't get foundation and mess up that sharp angle. And now I'm just going in with some MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the color NC I'm using. And I'm using that Marc Jacobs Conceal Brush just to blend this out underneath my eye area. And now I'm going in with the Instamark Filter Contour little palette that they have. And I'm going in with that lighter yellow banana looking shade and just setting my under eye concealer, making sure it doesn't crease or go anywhere throughout the day. And now I'm going to go in with a big powder brush and the Laura Mercier powder and powder my face. I haven't used this in such a long time, and this is the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder. I forgot, and I'll show you in a second, I forgot how good this stuff is, but how intense it is. Holy moly! So just light hand with this, light hand, or you're going to be spending all day blending it out just like I am right now. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do. And then I go in and contour around my forehead a little bit, and I take this big round dome brush with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer and just kind of blend out that contour a little bit and add a little bit of warmth to the face. And it just kind of makes everything look a lot more evenly blended out. Not quite so harsh. And here we go into the brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And really what I do is I just brush up my brows, and then I just basically go underneath the brow, like right underneath, and then blend it out going upward so I don't have to fill in too much on top. And then once I get to the inner corners, I just do small little lines kind of going upwards and then blend it up. And then I just set them with a little bit of the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and brows are good to go. And now I'm just taking some of my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder and just placing it underneath my contour to clean that up a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of pack it on there and let it be while I move on to other areas of the face. And now I'm going back to the eyes, and I show you that pencil brush, but that pencil brush from Sigma sucks really bad. So I started, and then you'll see that I'm like, yeah, no, this isn't going to work for me. So I switched it up and went and used a definer brush. This is a flat definer brush from Sigma as well. And I'm going in with that brown color that I showed you earlier and just kind of lining my lower lash line. Nothing too intense. It doesn't even really have to be very blended out. I'm just kind of placing the color there, and then I'm going to blend it out here with another color in just a second. So now I'm going to go in with the warmer brown shade that I just showed you and a larger blending brush. And now I'm going to blend in that lower lash line. So I find that just blending it out with a lighter color eyeshadow just, again, gives it that more blended gradient effect on the lower lash line. And again, taking that MAC 242 and taking that stark white color and placing it in my brow bone, just like I did earlier, to brighten that up, and in the inner corners to give me more of like a wide-eyed bright effect. And now I have my Inglot Gel Liner. This is the dark brown color and that Bobby Brown brush that I talked about in my haul. I love this brush. And so I am just going to line my upper lash line with this. I just love this brush for gel eyeliner. It really is just the best. It gives a nice smooth line without a lot of headache. And I just brushed away that excess powder that was under my contour, and now I'm taking NARS Sin blush and this NARS Kiachu. I don't even remember how to say the name of this brush, but a NARS brush, and putting on some blush on the apples of my cheeks and then blending it back. Now I'm going in with this larger blending brush just to blend it all out. And I am using MAC eye kohl pencil in the color Teddy. This is a really nice, warm, deep brown color, and I'm just lining that lower lash line, but I'm not putting it in my waterline. And now I'm going in with the Red Cherry 747 short lashes and applying those. And now I'm going in with my MAC Gigablack Lash Lower Lash Mascara. It's not meant for lower lashes, but that's what I like it for. I think it does a really good job of defining each and every lash down there. Love. Sorry you can't see it. Trust me, it's good. And now I'm going in with my favorite Laura Mercier highlight. This is the Baked Highlighter in 01. This is just the best. It doesn't emphasize pores. It gives you a nice glow. It's amazing. And this tapered brush and just highlighting the cheekbones kind of in a C shape above my eyebrow and then a teeny bit on my nose and above my Cupid's bow. Now time for lips. Now, I apologize that some of this was out of the frame, but I'm just lining my lips with MAC Pro Longwear Lip Liner in Staunchly Stylish. It's very important that I say Pro Longwear because so many people say, oh, I don't like MAC lip pencils. The Pro Longwear formula is amazing. You need to try it. It's very creamy. It's very long wearing, hence the name. And I really like this color. It's just a smidge warmer and darker than my natural lip tone. So I do think it does a good job of defining my teeny tiny little lips. And now I'm going in with one of my all-time favorites. This is NARS Audacious Lipstick in Raquel. It's a perfect nude, and I think it pairs really nicely with this look. And now we have a finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.